We got everybody here? We're not. Anyway. So we come to day 3 today. Like yesterday, we'll start with the hands-on cases, but we do have some talks in between. So what we need to cover up today is diathermy, techniques for small snare and polypectomies. Unfortunately, we only had one polyp, as far as I know. And that's the one that I think it was Wahid who was with me, so he actually did it. So we have at 11:30, we will be connecting through Skype or internet with Jane Patterson. Am I right? Yeah. She is the Dean of East Midlands Deanery, and there were some doctors here who wanted to know what's happening in UK and how do you proceed, etc. So I think she'll highlight some of the things for those who intend to go abroad for further training. So that's courtesy Paul. And so that's 11:30, Paul, right?
It is.
We haven't done the e-portfolio yesterday, did we?
I did that yesterday.
Yeah, we've done e-portfolio. So what we need to do is snare, a little bit of that, and then diathermy. What we'll do is, Paul, I thought was when you're doing the endoscopy, because all of we have different diathermy units here. So there's just a general concept that you should know, and then obviously if you have the same machine, then you can understand. If you don't, then as long as you know the concept, you should be okay. The other thing we are going to touch on today is scope cleaning. And we have, for the first time, we have a skeleton of a scope, so you can actually see how and why it. I think that's very important, just writing normal. So that, and then you've all, how many of you have done 4 cases already? So I think there's one more, the gentleman from Lahore, KPLI, he's probably done his 4th as well. Only you have done 3, and Wahid has done 3, right? So you both need to go to your 4th case, and we are done with the cases then. But maybe we will have time and we will try and see if we can squeeze in more cases, okay? So anybody who gets more than 4, just a bonus. So as far as we are concerned, from the colonoscopy numbers point of view, what we intended to do, we've almost done, because we only need to do 2, so it'll take us 1 hour. In between, yeah, so it's, I mean,
She can do it with you.
yeah, I'll give her 1 case with me.
Yes.
So that, and then we have obviously the certificates, etc. So that's what we're going to do today. For the last 2 days, we all 3 have enjoyed being with you, teaching, training, and learning about you, as well as helping you learn. It's gone very smoothly so far, alhamdulillah. Okay. So I hope it's been this, you feel the same, but we can only try. So if the cases are ready, Wasim, connected? I want to finish off the first 2 cases so that we are done with the 4, and then we are relaxed, and then we'll see how it goes, okay? We should be able to do another 1 for each of you, but let's see. And let's hope we can have polyps today, at least 1 polyp. I wanted to go change the thing to us, but I think they were doing something good there too, so we didn't bother doing that. General concept for diathermy in polypectomy, it depends on where you are, whether you are in the right colon or the left colon. And that's basically because the right colon is very thin. The wall is much thinner than the left colon. So if you're going to use diathermy on the on the right side of the colon, it's best, you don't use hot biopsy forceps in the right colon. Ideally, a lot of people don't use hot biopsy forceps anyway, but if you want to use it in the left colon, I think no, people would not criticize you as much. Obviously, you should not, because the risk of perforation is very high in the right colon. EMR is for small polyps, flat polyps, small sessile polyps is not a big deal. Okay. Anything less than 1 centimeter can easily be taken off by cold snare. So you really don't need to use diathermy at all. Okay. For anything more than that, or if you're not happy and if you're on the left side, diathermy shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. Anything you wanted to add?
With regards to polypectomy, I think
No, we just generally I was talking while we were waiting, so yeah. वहाँ पे ready हैं? Huh? Ready? Okay. There is वहीद नहीं है अभी. चलो तो आप स्टार्ट करो, जब वो आता है तो हम दूसरे रूम में आ जाएंगे. Oh, इनसे बोलो वकार से कि I can do with him because I don't think I have done with. चलो जाने दो जब आता. It's all right. Usually, when you're using polypectomy, we're using a blended current mostly. So, depending on the size of the pedicel, you can have more or less coag and more or less cut. So that's the principle. We don't want to discuss large polyps because that's not part of this workshop. But smaller polyps, as I said, less than 1 centimeter, you can take them out without using diathermy. So you don't even need to use diathermy. Nobody will criticize you if you do, but nobody will criticize you if you don't either. But as a principle, just remember, left colon is thin, avoid diathermy. If you can, if you can't, and if it's a flat sessile polyp, raise it and then take it out, it's safer. Okay? And we'll just touch on the machine and some of the things while we are doing the next. One of the cases we'll set the whole diathermy system up so that you understand what are the hitches sometimes when things are not connected properly. Biopsy forceps, we discussed yesterday briefly that the best thing is that you use the disposable forceps. If you can't or don't have them available, use the autoclavable forceps, and that's what was done in the rest of the world as well, not very long ago. And now they all use disposable forceps. But we can use autoclavable, there is no issue with that. Scope cleaning we'll touch, obviously there will be a demo as well. Guys, we are with you.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you and see you, so we are on. Yeah. Jawad is a quiet man, so